In the United Kingdom, policing is built on a foundation of public trust, legal authority, and a long tradition of community engagement. Understanding British policing begins with the principle known as policing by consent, a philosophy that shapes nearly every aspect of how law enforcement operates across England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Unlike some systems where authority is imposed, British police derive their legitimacy from the community's acceptance and cooperation. This core value informs their strategies, operational methods, and the strict protocols they follow, ensuring public safety while upholding the rights and freedoms of every individual. Patrol strategies are the cornerstone of daily policing. Officers are highly visible on the streets, whether on foot, by bicycle, or in marked vehicles. The objective is twofold: to deter crime through a visible presence and to foster positive relationships with the communities they serve. Regular patrols allow officers to engage directly with residents, building trust, gathering intelligence, and gaining a deep understanding of local concerns. This approach is often called community policing, an ongoing partnership between the police and the public, where both parties share responsibility for preventing crime and solving problems. Within this framework, intelligence-led policing has become increasingly important. Officers and analysts gather information from a variety of sources: public reports, surveillance, criminal databases, and more, to identify crime patterns and allocate resources where they're needed most. This data-driven approach ensures that police efforts are focused and efficient, addressing not just the symptoms of crime, but its underlying causes. By working closely with other agencies, such as local councils, health services, and social workers, the police can intervene early, supporting vulnerable individuals and preventing issues from escalating. Operational protocols in British policing are designed to ensure consistency, accountability, and fairness. Every police force in the UK works under a strict legal framework, guided by legislation such as the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, the Human Rights Act, and the codes of practice issued by the Home Office. Officers receive extensive training on how to conduct searches, make arrests, and gather evidence, always with an emphasis on proportionality and respect for individual rights. For example, when stopping and searching a suspect, officers must have reasonable grounds for suspicion and explain their reasons clearly. Every interaction is subject to oversight and can be scrutinised by independent bodies or the courts. The use of force is a critical area where British policing stands out. The guiding principle is always minimal and proportionate force. Police must use the least amount of force necessary to achieve a lawful objective. Most officers in the UK do not routinely carry firearms. Instead, they are equipped with batons, handcuffs, and incapacitant sprays such as PAVA or CS gas. Firearms units are highly specialised and only deployed in situations involving serious threats. Each use of force, however minor, is carefully recorded and reviewed to ensure it meets strict legal and ethical standards. Relationship building with citizens is at the heart of British policing. Officers participate in community meetings, visit schools, and work closely with local organisations and faith groups. By being accessible and approachable, police encourage people to share their concerns and report crimes. Special initiatives, such as neighbourhood policing teams, focus on long-term engagement with specific communities, tailoring their strategies to address local issues, whether that means tackling antisocial behaviour, supporting victims of domestic violence, or working with youth to prevent gang involvement. Accountability is another key feature. The UK has robust systems in place to investigate complaints and allegations of police misconduct. Independent bodies such as the Independent Office for Police Conduct scrutinise the actions of officers and can recommend disciplinary action or even criminal prosecution. This transparency is essential for maintaining public confidence in the police. Modern British policing also harnesses cutting-edge technology to support its mission. Body-worn cameras are now standard for many officers, providing an objective record of interactions and increasing transparency. Automatic number plate recognition, ANPR. Systems are used to track vehicles linked to criminal activity, while advanced forensic techniques, such as DNA analysis and digital forensics, help solve complex cases. Cybercrime units tackle online offences, working alongside international partners to combat threats that extend beyond national borders. The use of technology is always balanced with privacy and data protection concerns. Strict regulations govern how data is collected, stored, and shared, ensuring that individual rights are protected at every stage. Surveillance systems, such as closed-circuit television, CCTV, are widespread in public spaces, but are subject to oversight and regular audits. Training is an ongoing process for British police officers. New recruits undergo extensive instruction at dedicated training colleges, covering everything from legal knowledge to conflict resolution and diversity awareness. Continuing professional development is encouraged throughout an officer's career, equipping them to handle the evolving challenges of modern policing. Crisis response is another vital area. British police are often the first on the scene in emergencies, whether it's a road traffic accident, a public disorder incident, or a terrorist attack. They work closely with other emergency services, fire, ambulance, and specialised response units to coordinate efforts, protect the public, and restore order. Major incidents are managed under well-rehearsed protocols, with clear chains of command and communication. Prevention is always a priority. Police forces run campaigns to educate the public about crime risks, from online scams to burglary prevention. They also work proactively to disrupt criminal networks, using undercover operations and covert surveillance when necessary, always within the bounds of the law and subject to judicial oversight. In summary, British policing is a complex, dynamic system grounded in public service, legal accountability, and community partnership. From the beat officer on patrol to the analyst in headquarters and the specialists in cybercrime, every member of the force works towards a common goal: keeping the public safe while respecting the rights and dignity of every person. Through visible presence, targeted intelligence, proportionate use of force, and the thoughtful application of technology, British police strive to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and trust. Their success depends not just on laws and equipment, but on the ongoing consent and cooperation of the communities they serve. A relationship built on respect, transparency, and a shared commitment to public safety,